All right, this is your stuff right here. This is what you have. Okay, you have your tanks. Those are all tanks. We'll explain those in a minute. You have your cartomizers when they need changed. You have 2 batteries. You have battery adapters. This little tiny metal piece here, it goes wrong way. It'll only screw on one way. You screw that on, which allows your tank to screw onto it. Okay? That's an adapter. You have your syringe, which we'll teach you to use. You have your battery charger to charge your battery. You plug it in and you just screw it in and charge it. This light will be green. There's a little light here. It's red when it's charging, green when it's done. These are your juices. All of these are juices. These are 10 millimeter or
milligrams.
Yeah. These are 30. So they're different kinds of menthol. Just depends on what you'll end up liking. I'm going to show you with my tanks, because I got out the same tanks I'm sending you, how to do this. All right. We're going to take this tank that has nothing in it. We're going to take my battery, just like your battery. We're going to borrow one of your adapters, and we're going to screw the adapter. It only goes one way, so if it doesn't go one way, it goes the other. We're going to screw the adapter on. This kind of tank you fill with it already on the battery. So you screw it on the battery till it screws down fairly tight. Okay, and you pull this, which is called a drip tip, off and set it down. Okay, that's just the drip tip. All right, then what you're going to do, this is the cartomizer you see in the center of this tank. What you're going to do is you're going to kind of wiggle it, because you're going to have to pull it up. Now when you pull it up, can you see a space between the cartomizer, which is the metal piece, and the tank? What you're going to be doing is filling the tank and avoiding the cartomizer. So you take your juice, you take your tank and you kind of hold it at an angle like this, and you just take the tip and you put it to the side and it'll run in and fill your tank. Okay? You want to fill your tank to about 3/4 of the way full. After you do that, you push it back down so it's seated back down. You put your drip tip back on. No, sorry, I forgot a step. You want to take the cartomizer, which is in the center, and every time you refill your tank, you want to do this. Gimme, don't be a pain in the ass. And you want to drip about 20, 25 drops in, about 5 at a time. There's a hole in the center. You want to try to avoid that a little bit. Gimme, you're a pain in the butt. We're working over here. Okay, so you want to drip some of your fluid onto that cotton and give it a few seconds to get in there and absorb. You want to drip a few more. Just give it a little while to absorb. And you want to do that until you got about 20 drops in the cartomizer. So the tank would be full up to here. As you see, I didn't. The cartomizer would be wetted, which is really important. The drip tip goes back on. Okay. There's a button on your battery, and to smoke, you get Gimme out of the way, and you press the battery, the little button on the battery, and you smoke, but mine won't because I didn't fill it. But it shows you how you fill that particular tank, okay? Gimme, you're being a pain. All right, we're gonna show you tanks that need the syringe, okay? This is my tank. You can see it's already got plenty in it, but I'm gonna top it off to show you how it works. Again, it's on a battery with an adapter. This tank you can't lay down. Unlike this one, you can take it and lay it on any surface and it won't leak, okay? This one you can't lay down. You use the neat little butler that Grant's made for you, and you just stick it in there because it will leak back out. This one's real simple. You got it already on the battery. You simply take this top off. Can you see that? Okay, and there's 2 little holes, not the center hole, but there's 2 little holes on the side that you may not be able to see too well there. But that's what this is for, okay? This is your syringe. You take your bottle of juice, you open it up, you pop off the little nozzle, so that you can get your syringe in there. And you just suck up some juice in your syringe. Once you get some juice sucked up in your syringe, you take your tank and you find the little hole and you push down in and fill it with your juice. You got any left in your thing, you just put it right back in your bottle, okay? You put your lid back on and you smoke. This one has no cartomizer that you got to screw with. You don't have to change it. You don't have to avoid it when you're filling it. This cartomizer stays, and when this tank is shot and no longer smokes good, which will a couple months down the line, you simply discard it. This is discardable. This one you refill. You take the cartomizer out when it no longer smokes good or tastes good. Take the cartomizer out and replace it, which we'll show you how to do in the next video. So there you have the first lesson. We'll move on to another lesson.
There you go. She just taught you something. Hang on, I love you. Press it.